Good day to all. Condolences to the Richardson family for myself, my wife, and the rest of my family here in Sacramento, California, and those in Mover and elsewhere in Trinidad. First, I want to reflect on the last Friday, August the 27th, which was the feast day of St. Monica and the date I recorded this video. I would like to reference some scriptures related to St. Monica. The first letters of the Apostle Paul states, "He who cares for life and wants to see prosperous days must keep his tongue from evil and his lips from uttering deceit. He must turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and follow after it. Because the Lord has eyes for the just and ears for their cry. But against evildoers the Lord sets his face." I say this because I remember Uriel as I read this passage. If I knew three decent, polite, and respectful men, Uriel was one of them. He always seemed to speak softly and quietly, and I will always remember him like that. Therefore, I further quote Philippians chapter 4, verses 8 to 9. My brothers, your thoughts should be wholly directed to all that is true, all that deserves respect, and all that is honest, admirable, decent, virtuous, or worthy of praise. Then the God of peace will be with you. This was Uriel to a T. Admirable, decent, virtuous, and worthy of praise. He was a good man. I first met Uriel through my brother-in-law, who was friends with him. But I quickly became friends with Uriel through our mutual love of sports and competing. Uriel will often come to Trinidad to play cricket and got to know him well during that time. Later, I will be stationed in Tobago as an assistant youth camp director at Mount St. George, Tobago, and we became much closer during that time. I remember Uriel for his visits to Trinidad, mostly at Christmas time, to attend horse racing at the Savannah. For example, at Boxing on Christmas Day racing events. He would typically visit us at our home, and this time, and we will eat and enjoy each other's company and the season in general. But one occasion stands out for me about Uriel will be the day that my wife and I had lunch at his house in Calder Hall, Tobago, with his family. The meal consisted of provision, fish, peas, and lettuce and cucumbers. The provision he reaped from what he had planted in his garden, in his yard, and was the peas and lettuce and cucumbers. And so was the peas, lettuce, and cucumbers. Since he had his own garden, the fish he caught himself in the sea in Tobago. I have never had a meal like that in my entire life since that day. That strikes me as a simple but impressive lifestyle to emulate. Uriel was a simple man, dedicated to his family and kind to all. He will be remembered for his love of sports, his infectious smile, and his willingness to help others. May God have mercy on his soul, and may he rest in peace. Amen.